Hello, everyone. I am SS the Showstopper, and today is the 12th of September 2023. Now, I hope that there is more clarity, there's better audio to my videos, and you guys can hear me much better. Now, we've seen the whole fracas on social media at Boombox between Harry Toddler and General B, where Harry Toddler had the mic and he was, venting about an artist that they gave a song to and he didn't want to come and sing or perform the song. And so General B, when they took the mic from Harry Toddler, they were both throwing shades or taking jabs. I don't know if it was at each other or to the public, but then later on we see that they were actually taking jabs at each other. So General B took the mic from Harry Toddler. Harry Toddler began, venting his frustration on stage and stuff like that. He called out an artist to perform. The artist he took back the mic and he was speaking. And I think Harry Toddler was the person in the crowd that said he hasn't come around how many months now and he must S his mother, something like that. And then General B say S back, which means suck back your mother. And so, a guy came out who had locks on his head, decided to take the mic from Harry Toddler, from General B, I'm sorry. General B refused to give him the mic. They went backstage. I don't know what took place backstage, but General B came back out on stage. Came out on stage. Then this guy with the locks on his head, I don't know what happened or what he said to him, but he decided to push General B off stage. And I get to understand that he's hospitalized and he has sustained major injuries. I have one question that I want to ask. Why is it that a situation that can easily be resolved has to go left when it comes to Jamaican men, when it comes to an argument, when it comes to a disagreement, when it comes to a feud, when it comes to something, a misunderstanding? Why is it that an argument that can easily be resolved always end up going left? Why is it that you guys couldn't have? I'm sure if General B haven't been at Boombox for months, Harry Toddler has General B number, General B has Harry Toddler number. Whatever issues that they have, it needed not to be said on stage. Harry Toddler had the mic and he was taking jabs, wrong place, wrong time, unprofessional. General B took the mic and was taking jabs also. Wrong place, wrong time, unprofessional. You're doing something that is for the youths and you're putting them out there to make the world see that there's talent in Seaview Gardens. There's talent out there for young at-risk youth who are from at-risk community or troubled community. You are showcasing your talent, and where all this came from in Jamaica, major artists are actually from Seaview Gardens, and this is where it all started. It was the wrong place and the wrong time to discuss or to take jabs at each other and showing your disdain, whatever disagreement you guys are having. That's management issues. Because General B, you said it was you and Harry Toddler who established Boombox. So whatever issues you guys have, that's management issue. You guys needed to be at a meeting of the mind, at a table, a discussion, a board meeting, and you settle it. Every major corporation out there, every single major corporation out there in the world has had disagreement, has had issues with board members, have had issues on and on. Many of them become legal matters and stuff like that. You don't see them taking a mic and going all out every day or posting it on social media. Their disdain for the CFO, the disdain for the director, the general director, or the general manager. You don't see them taking jabs at the director of operations or whatever the case may be. There is something called a board meeting where they come together and they discuss. You table whatever issues that you guys are having among each other as board members, and you see how best you can solve the problem or the issue going forward without it affecting staff and those who are involved. A lot of people need not to know what you and Harry Toddler were going through. A lot of people did not need to know what Harry Toddler, you, and General B were going through. This is a private matter that you, whether it be financial issues, whether it be whatever the case may be, no one needed to know the personal argument that you guys were having. It is very unprofessional and it is unbecoming. And it's also a prime example as to why a lot of people aren't interested in investing their hard-earned money into at-risk communities and people who are outstanding citizens or individuals from this community, in particular to reggae and dancehall artists, because they are very unprofessional. Or people in the dancehall space, not just artists, people in the dancehall space, because a lot of them are very unprofessional. And people simply just don't want to have that to deal with. I mean, a major company out there don't want to know that General B is going to take the mic and diss up Pepsi or Nike, for example, or an energy drink, Red Bull, for example. Red Bull go suck your mouth because this and that. And people don't want that in their space. If there is an issue, you have an attorney, you have board meeting and stuff like that, and you meet at the mind and discuss whatever it is. The public needed not to know. And that individual who had assaulted General B, I think General B should press charge against you. You are dead wrong. And it's also a prime reason you see many artists, dancehall artists out there move with a large entourage, like a Movado or a Popcorn and stuff like that. Their entourage is large, so you can't go near them because there are people out there who strongly believe that they can violate an artist. We saw the case with rapper Future. He went overseas. I think he was in Europe. He went and a group of guys just came and knocked his bodyguard right out. And Future, they were filming it and they were laughing at Future because Future walked away. Now explain what possibly Future could do knowing that he's outnumbered by these guys. What could he do other than walk away or get someone to call the police or call law enforcement on them? There's absolutely nothing out there that Future could do. It matters not how tough he is. He was not tough that day. You have to walk away and know when to do battle. They knocked his bodyguard right out. It's on YouTube. And Future walked away and they were taping away, laughing and egging it on. He couldn't have done anything in that matter. He was outnumbered by these guys. There are people out there who will take jabs at artists. They will test them. They will rob them. I think there was a rapper by the name of Shy Glizzy. He went on something called like a robbery tour. For every show that he had, they robbed him. You understand me? There are people out there who set to target artists one way or the other. And that's why so many artists move with a large entourage or a large number of security and stuff like that. Armed security also. Because people will take jabs at them. Sir, you were dead wrong. I don't know who you are. I don't think that's the way to go. You should never have done something like that. You could have pushed Harry Toddler and caused him to lose. General B, I'm sorry, and caused him to lose his life. You could have pushed General B off the stage and caused this guy to lose his life or have many broken limbs or head concussion that he can't recover from. You could have also caused him to be paralyzed. The video didn't show you were defending yourself in any way. The video did not show any form of defense to say that you had an argument and you were assaulted and you defended yourself. There's nothing in that video that shows that. It only shows you attacking General B by pushing him off the stage. And as I said, I get to understand that he's hospitalized. Clearly, something is wrong with you guys. Why you have to introduce ego over intelligence in everything. You are having an argument. You have a disagreement between two. Discuss the matter between two. And if you need a mediator to solve it, General B, you need a representative. Harry Toddler, you need a representative on your behalf. You get them in and allow the matter to be solved. Allow the matter to be solved and allow you guys to come to a resolution that benefits both of you and for the future of a show that you guys have took the initiative to put on to benefit youths who are from at-risk community. Come on, this does not look good in any way. Yes, it gave it some highlights. Yes, publicity gave it at the expense of what the fellow investor being hospitalized. This can go very far. This can go way left for him. He can suffer a head concussion, as I said, that he can't recover from, that he has to be on painkillers for the rest of his life. All of this issue and all of this squabble needed not to be solved, needed not to be discussed, I'm sorry, on stage. Wrong place, wrong time. You guys are very, very unprofessional. And now we see clearly why corporate Jamaica and many entities out there who would be willing to come on board to assist artists, they refuse to do so. Because there's just an inappropriate behavior and it has nothing, I don't think this genre of dancehall, because we have seen it with reggae artists too. And that's why that's why it's important for you to move with security, as I said before, and stuff like that, because people take jobs at reggae artists just the same. People will want to test them. You understand me? But the same unprofessional behavior is in every genre. And but dancehall artists, dancehall who has come from an at-risk society type of music as an escape route for people who wanted a better life and couldn't get it because of their socioeconomic background, their address, their education, and lack thereof. They choose music as a raw, pure talent that that they put out there for others to see and hear and understand and get their point of view. And you guys have decided to put on a talent show, and this is what it's come to. This is what it comes to. It's very unprofessional, and I don't even know. I can't even encourage you guys to get someone who knows about business, who understands business and stuff like that. Come on board, because you're not gonna listen. You're gonna want to feel that the person is undermining you because they have more education, because that's how stupidity works. You're gonna think that the person is undermining you because they have more education or this and that, when they are actually coaching you to go forward in an amicable way, and a way that you guys can both make money and come out honestly and sincerely with what you're doing, and others will benefit from it. But you're not going to listen because you're caught up with ego, and you put it over intelligence and believe that you must always be at the forefront and the head, and nobody can tell you what to do. I am sure Joe Bodlanovich has had breakout with his team members and his staff. I'm sure Ramesh Entertainment just the same has have a lot of fallout between him and his staff, or him and people who are in senior positions to him, or any investors that come on board. I'm sure he has had fallout with them. But you don't see him taking everything to social media. You don't see him putting it out there, going on stage and taking a job. I'm sure he and Shensia, TJ, who was with him, Ding Dong, who were Valiant. Now, I'm sure he has a disagreement with them. I am certain. But you don't see them running to post or to upload or to say this or to say that and taking it on stage in front of people, because they know that's very unprofessional. And there are people out there who would love to come on board and support you guys, and they won't, because they're going to say, no, I'm not going there because it's done a volatile community and stuff like that. Worse, the organizers of it are also violent people, overly aggressive people, people who cannot resolve their issues amicably or settle their dispute off stage, or behind closed doors. People are going to just look past it and just say, you know what, that's just another failed experiment. And you can't really blame them when you look into it. You can't really blame them, because they have a saying, he who knows better should do better. And you guys aren't doing better. Allow intelligence to supersede ego. Put the ego aside and allow intelligence to supersede it. You have to listen. You have to be in a position where you want to hear, to understand. Harry Toddler has his point of view that he's venting. You guys have a meeting and allow each other to speak. General B has his issue that he wants to speak on. You're going to allow him to speak. The mediators will come and say, this is what, this is what, this is what. Let's see how we can move forward. Because at the end of the day, we want to benefit from this, and we want at-risk youth to benefit from it also. So for anybody else out there who are planning to do this kind of thing, that's the way to go. Once there is an issue among team members, among board members, among investors, among organizers, and stuff like that, the right thing to do is not to go on stage and display. They always say you have to be careful of washing your dirty linen in public. That was so wrong. And I think, as I said, General B should press charges against that guy who pushed him off the stage. You had no right to do that, sir. You had no right to do that. There's nothing on you. You weren't violated physically. You had no right to push the guy off the stage. The artist, a legendary artist as General B, was a founder, one of the foundation people in dancehall from the early 90s, mid 90s. And help, he has a talent. He has a raw, pure talent. And to push him off the stage like that, it's so belittling, disrespectful. It's like you have no right. I mean, remember, he said to the crowd to suck your mother, or Harry Toddler, whoever it is that was it, because they said it to him first. They said it to him first. He was wrong, yes, because he's the person, he's in charge. And Harry Toddler was wrong, yes, because they are both in charge. So they should be setting an example. And I get that they are both wrong, and I just score them for it. However, you, sir, had no right to inject yourself in it and decide that you're going to be disrespectful and push the guy off stage. He could have broke his hip, his arm, his limb, head concussion. He could die. And it would be upon you. It would have been upon you. So what are we doing? Are we promoting violence? What exactly are we doing? This was a show that I strongly believed in and I supported. Don't think that because people